Hi, Malik. How are you doing?
Good. How about you?
Good as well. I'm curious, as you shift now to a regular season type schedule for the week, yet still a few more practices till the cut down day. Oh, what does it feel like out there? I know they kicked the media out today. Does it feel more like a training camp practice, a lot of reps for everyone, or is it starting to get to a normal season one where you see a lot more ones and the reps are fewer and far between?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good today to get back into the regular schedule per se. It's pretty much the same as it was last year. And like you said, with the reps, I think that the coaching staff has done a good job of, just basically splitting it up to the way we need it to be. And right now we're just all trying to dig in, and obviously it's more focused towards the Vikings right now. But yeah, like I said, it does still feel like training camp. We're still going to treat it as, we're all fighting for a spot, and we're all just going to go out there and do our best.
Bill Huber.
Hey Malik, you had quite a path to get here last year. What did you show last year to stick around for the season? I mean, you didn't play as a senior. You got here basically on the eve of training camp. What did you do last year to make it?
Yeah, I mean, basically what I did when I came out here is I had the mindset to do everything right, to do all the little extra things. Obviously, they saw something in me, thank God. I'm glad that I landed here. So, last year, it was a big thing for me to come into the NFL, obviously from a D2 school, and, just the mindset you have to have and, all the extra things that comes with this league. So, like I said, I just came into practice every day and, I just did perform to the best of my ability. And obviously they saw something in me.
Wes Hodquist.
Hey, Malik, kind of following up on that, how different was this camp? I mean, obviously, other than the whole COVID stuff that's going on, but did you feel a little bit more up to speed on things this year than when you're kind of trying to, catch up after being a late arrival last summer?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, obviously we didn't have OTAs this year, but I think the coaching staff and everybody did a great job with the Zoom meetings, and it gave me an opportunity to dig in at the details a little more and, just hearing some of the same terminology as last year, and it helped me a lot. So, like I said, it just allows me to play fast, allows me to go out there and, make some plays and gain trust with the coaching staff and, the quarterbacks.
Jim Azarski.
Malik, how was obviously the job is to catch the ball, but how far along do you think you came in terms of the run blocking and some of those elements to what Matt looks for in these receivers, especially, you got a lot of 6'4", 6'5" guys in your room as well. How important was that, and how do you feel you've done on that this camp?
Yeah, well, obviously, this team likes a certain type of receiver. Blocking is a big part of our offense. And like I said, that's something that we really hone in on. I think Coach Vrage, our wide receiver coach, does a great job of making sure that we're prepared every day we go out there and during practice, and, that'll translate into the game. So, like I said, they obviously look for a certain type of receiver, ones who can block, and you just have to know the scheme, and, we digging at the details. And like I said, Coach Vrage he's done a great job of, helping us out and, just fixing all the little things to go out there and perform the way we need to.
Matt Schneidman.
Malik, normally this year you'd be stating your case to make the 53 in preseason games. What has the challenge been without those, and how have you tried to, show out in practice even when, sometimes you're not going at full speed?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's the same mindset as I had last year. Even though it's getting close, I think we have 3 or 4 more days until those final cuts. But, my mindset is just still going out there every day, doing the best that I can, controlling what I can control. I'm sure you guys know that, and it probably sounds cliche, but, that's really all you can do is go out there and, just trust it. Play fast, play comfortable, trust your training, as Coach LaFleur always says. And, the front office does a great job. If they keep you, they keep you. If not, then, you just have to keep your head up and just go to the next thing.
Olivia Reiner.
Hi, Malik. You used the phrase digging at the details. So did Jason last week when we spoke with him. I'm curious, what did you do this offseason outside of OTAs and some of the Zoom meetings to make sure that you had a better handle on the offense coming into year 2?
For sure. And that's where Coach Graves comes in a lot, because he is a coach that really hones in on the details. That's why I said that we're blessed to have him as a wide receiver coach. And just spending time with him and, just basically asking him questions, getting involved. And, like I said, he helps a lot, and that helps me a lot to go out there and play fast.
Jason Wilde.
Hey Malik, you've obviously been through a cut down day once already, and you've also been through an entire, season of being on the practice squad. Is it different this year for you because, you haven't had those opportunities in games, but also because the practice squad rules have changed, and with COVID, who knows what might happen? Do you have to be kind of ready for anything here in these coming weeks?
Absolutely, you have to be ready for anything. I mean, with me, I'm a big faith guy, so I believe that if I just go out there and do what I need to do and perform to the best of my ability, God has my back and whatever decides to happen. But like I said, that's just one of the things that you can't think about when you're out there on the field. If you do, your mind is going to be somewhere way where it's not supposed to be. So, my mindset just going out there is just to perform. Just doing everything to the best of my ability, and then when that day comes, I'll just keep my head up and see what happens.
Bill Huber.
Yeah, you kind of just answered this a bit, but you got 2 practices left to state your case. How do you avoid not going out there and say, boy, I gotta make a hell of a catch. I gotta have a big day. How do you avoid that mindset and just, keep doing what you've done all along to get here?
I just believe you need to trust your training. Just trust with the work that you've put in. Don't go out there and feel like you have to do something extravagant. Don't feel like you have to, go out there and turn an eye, but, just go out there and just do what you've been doing the whole training camp. And then, like I said, the guys upstairs are great. Obviously they see something in this receiver room. So, when it comes down to it, you just have to, just be happy with what happens.
Tom Silverstein.
Hey, Malik. 2 questions. One, you're 220 pounds. There's not a lot of guys, wide receivers who are 220 pounds. How do you use that to your advantage? And the second part is, have you developed a really good relationship with Tim Boyle on the field to where you feel like he looks for you in certain situations?
Absolutely. Tim's my guy. I was just talking to him at lunch about this actually. But yeah, I just think last year with me being on the practice squad, me and Tim had a lot of opportunities to, just to bond with each other and to, grow that chemistry with each other. And it really translated into the training camp this year. And as far as my weight, I just go out there and just do what I do. I mean, it's all natural for me. And like I said, I think that helps a lot with the blocking schemes that we like to have in our offense.
Wes Hodkwitz.
Hey, Malik, can you kind of bring me through this path that you've kind of taken to get to this point? Because I know that must have been really disappointing what happened with your senior year. The Buccaneers gave you the opportunity, and then you're cut there. What was that process like for you? And then when the Packers did end up calling on the verge of camp, can you bring me back to what your reaction was to that and in terms of being able to get another chance?
Yeah, I mean, a big part of that, like I said, is my faith. I have no idea what I would have been doing if, even starting back in my senior year, not being able to play, especially having goals to go to the NFL, and, you're a D2 guy and you can't play your senior year, that just adds on to the stress and, how hard it is to get to this level. So, like I said, I just trusted in God. I had a family, I have a girlfriend, and I have everybody in my corner that, just keeps me positive. But when I went to the Bucs, things didn't work out there, and then the Packers called, and this was always one of my favorite teams. So, I mean, that was just a big blessing for me, and, I just tried to take the opportunity and run with it.
We'll do 2 more. Olivia Reiner.
Hi, Malik, you've taken plenty of reps with Jordan throughout camp. What have you learned about him as you've been working on your connection?
Yeah, I mean, Jordan's a good quarterback. He's a guy who wants the best out of you. Obviously, we connected a couple of times, I think, during the Lambeau practice. Yeah, he's a great guy. Our chemistry is building. We learn off of each other with the both of us being young in this offense still. So.
And last one, Jim Ozarski.
Yeah, Malik, when we've asked Matt and Goody what they're looking for out of the receiver room in terms of how to separate you guys, when it comes to cuts or hard decisions, they always fall on the word consistency. And so I guess I'm curious what that means for you when you go day to day. Like, is it a route running thing? Is it your special teams assignment? I'm sort of curious what you're trying to be consistent at to show them that you're doing it.
I think the biggest thing is the details. I mean, when you dig at the details, that obviously builds trust. Um, like you just said, coach, that's what they look for. Um, and yeah, just being consistent, going out there every day, giving it your all, playing 100%, playing fast. And I think that's really all it comes down to.